4 hours sleep, so if I do 5 basic tricks, I'm already a happy man. Have to know yourself, and I know myself. I know that today after my 5 tricks actually I'm happy about it, but this park has been built by a moron. Let me explain you. You know, you have like the normal ramp. Okay, it's a bit old, a bit crusty, it's alright. And then someone said, can't see the line there? Someone said, oh, it's not steep enough, let's just make it vertical. Like, why would you do that? Why? I was about to go to the gym, that forgot my fucking board at the park. How stupid can I be? A lot. And we're back. Now we are going to somewhere super exciting just in front of us. It is super artsy and is actually futuristic. It was the scene of the movie Tomorrowland. Good movie. Now just enjoy the place. The next day. Yesterday the whole landscape was kind of surreal, to be honest. Here are a few pictures of the actual movie and it actually really fits in. Now we are the next day. We are close to the Valencia beach because Valencia is a coastal city, and there should be a skate park. Walk 6 kilometers to arrive here. There's snow park. I am out of energy, so I think I'm just going home, actually work now and head for yeah, kind of a evening session like I used to do before. Righty, so before starting the second skate session, I'm going to introduce you to the subject of the video. I'm actually very surprised that I haven't done it before. I did the whole outro of the video. I'm just going to redo it now as I'm 2 months after. Technically it is why Skater hate Nike SB. If you haven't watched the previous episode, I really struggled to find some skate shoes and I ended up with a pair of Nike SB. My first pair in 8 years. I used to be really against the brand, but what I actually realized, I'm going to tell you a fun story right here before starting the skate session. I don't go in a shop and see a shoe and be like, oh, this is a cool shoe, do you have my size? No, it's not how it works. Back in Luxembourg, I used to go in a shop and ask, do you have some 13? Yes. If you have anything but not Nike SB, I don't want to hear about it. I used to use that argument that, well, indeed, it is a corporate brand and it is not skater owned and it is there only for business. During 8 years I was really against it, and here I just didn't have the choice. But I also realized that I used that argument for so long that I actually I don't know what I'm talking about, you know. So I made some research, and it is really interesting. As the skate session is, let's enjoy it. Session, just watching it back, I'm like, oh, so stoked. Well, I really enjoyed it. Now, that Nike SB affair, it's not a very easy answer. I'm first of all going to answer, are those shoes great? So the Nike SB, I always forgot the name of the shoes that will be written here on the screen, and the answer is yes, they are excellent. It's pretty impressive. Like, you don't need to break them in, like literally you just skate, do 3-4 tricks, and just like, I always had those shoes. Like, it's amazing, and I still have them actually. Like I told you, it's 2 months after, almost day by day 2 months. Yeah, I did put some sugar here and on the side. But otherwise, like, they're still good. Now they start to be at the end of their life. There is a hole in the insole. I always manage to have holes in my insoles. I don't know how I do that, but the only thing is that the insole actually is not that big. If you like to jump down gaps and stuff, I definitely advise to buy some other insoles, but otherwise it's just like very good shoes. That is the point. I already told you what I thought before about Nike SB. Now there's obviously some pros and cons. It's a corporate brand, it's not skater owned, it's probably only there for business. But it in my opinion, actually a lot of like little skate park are sponsored by Nike SB. A lot of events are, right? I know that is marketing. I know it, but it still helps, and that's the thing. Like, the more you dig into it, the more you realize that they actually do a lot with probably no good intention, in the meaning that it is not just to help. And that's the point. At the end of the day, you have to understand, I think, that it's business. Like, I just think that it is the only brand that is very clear about it, and that has probably never lied or never really tried. It is business, guys, and at the end of the day, every brand need to sell. They're in a position to do more stuff because they have more money, because they come from a corporate world, I guess. And that's probably one of the reasons people don't like it, is that it almost feel like it's unfair, like buying all the very talented skaters to put the best skate team out there, which is, it's definitely something that like revolts me at the beginning. I was like, they're just buying people and stuff. And I asked your opinion about the situation, and so I got actually a pretty decent amount of comments, and I'm really thankful for that, but I'm going to select only 2. First of all is from my friend Gilles Leflore, which is another YouTuber, skater YouTuber. You should definitely check her out. Good content. So I'm gonna read the message, and anyway, it will be put up right on the side. I know Nike SB is a big corporation that invests in skateboarding because it's profitable and not for the love of the sport, but to be honest, that doesn't bother me at all. They are the company that finally my god, I'm so bad at reading. They are the company that finally let Lacey Baker live off her skating. Come on, Kenpark, please learn to read. You should have done that at 4 years old. Anyways, live off her skating after years of struggling to find sponsors. So it is something. They also pretty much the only big brand That's support queer skater by sponsoring Lacy NBA. I got lost. So bad. NBA, so I have a lot of respect for them. Oh, and also the Ciències are the best shoes I ever skated, so there's that. I do agree with the whole comment. Now there's one and only thing. I still do believe that the fact of giving a pro shoe to a girl is only a marketing move. Now the real question is, does it matter? Like she said, we all know why they are in it for, but at the end of the day they make skateboarding progress. Probably not for the good reason, but does it really matter to you? And that's the only factor. I totally understand that it is a hateable brand, but it's pretty hard to deny that they make skateboarding go forward. Now, second comment is from my man AM Skateboard. You comment a lot during my videos. You're really supportive. Really appreciate you. So I wouldn't really buy Nike if I'm honest. The same goes with Adidas. When I first started skating, Nike and Adidas never did skateboarding items and were just about the mainstream sports. It seems that during the time of me stopping and restarting skating, they have become the main brand in sorry for that, the battery died. What the fuck? The main brand in skateboarding, but I just feel they have never helped us skateboarding to get to where it is and have just jumped on money making ride. They never cared about skateboarding when we need people to see how good it was and get money into the sport, and now the likes of DC, Element and ES and etc. have done this, and there is money in it. They just please learn to freaking read. Yes, I often get upset of myself all the time. They have jumped on to make a quick buck. I just don't want to give my money to a company like that. Well, basically all the points that you say, I already talked about it. Now Adidas is it's another story, and it's really actually interesting to make a video about it. Yeah, we already discussed all the points. I totally understand you. I truly do. And actually Nike, before being such the company that it is, like Nike SB and be so influent in skateboarding right now, I actually tried back in the days, way before, and just failed so hard. Puma also tried and failed pretty hard. Now to wrap up this video, I want to say two things. First of all, I think that if any other skate shoe company would have done what Nike SB have done in the ways they support skateboarding, giving shoes to women, supporting small skate parks and paying pro consistently and well paid, well, everybody will be like, ah. But we are at a certain point where, yes, corporate business start to go into skateboarding. The Bergs has been bought by a very corporate business, and actually there is many more examples. It's just that Nike SB were probably the first one to do it, and it's yeah, we are very kind of small-minded, and we are afraid of the progress in the skate industry, in the skate family. Now, I think that we have to see in a few years how it actually works. Who are the people who are going to say? Fuck, it was hard to say. Sorry. Who are going to stay and how it's going to be evolved? It's going to be a very interesting question to talk about, I think, in 2 or 3 years. Now on this, guys, I know this video is pretty long. Hope you really enjoyed. I will definitely enjoy to share my opinion with you. See you soon. Take care.